Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new edition of Message of Hope. And today I'm with Dorothy Kolomeski, and she's a coach, an author, and a mentor. So welcome, Dorothy.
Hi, Martine. Welcome to you too. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
And we know each other from coaching training with Jamie Smart. That's how we met. And today, the question would be slightly different than usual. Usually I ask of how having this understanding helps navigate lockdown, COVID, stress, whatever events shows up in your life. But today we're going to do slightly different because it's all fine and dandy to know that where experience is coming from and it helps you. But how about taking care of ourselves? Because sometimes we forget all about that. And Dorothy has things to say about that subject.
Thank you, Martine. I definitely have some things to say about that. And this came up for me exactly what you're talking about, that we are in the middle of, or maybe hopefully towards the end of, all these lockdowns and changes, and there's a lot of fear in the air and the atmosphere. And I've seen people becoming really fatigued, emotionally fatigued, physically fatigued, and coming back to the point that you were saying of where is our experience of life coming from is such a core thing for being able to stay within our energy and to thrive instead of just survive. And it brought me to this point of really thinking about what are some of the steps that one can take to be able to survive and go past that and thrive, even in the midst of really difficult or challenging circumstances that so many people are experiencing, like with the loss of jobs and being at home with their kids all the time, trying to work from home, so many different things, being cut off from their friends and their social groups. And what I came to was how important it is for us to actually take care of ourselves. So I think for many, well, I'll just speak for myself, it's really easy to lose the thread of taking care of myself. In the middle, I've got 3 kids and all the work that I do in the world supporting other people. And I realized that I was becoming exhausted. And I was getting to the point where I was not jumping out of bed in the morning going, let's go. This is going to be a great day. I was going, oh my gosh, can I just keep the covers over my head for a few more minutes, And what I realized is that I had completely lost this ritual even, or this energy of just taking care of myself. And that within the quickest way for me, it felt like to be able to go from this like survival mode into a thriving mode was to actually turn inside. That it wasn't, although I speak of ritual and though I speak of taking care, that care really comes from here.
Mhm.
It comes back to this place of recognizing and realizing that I have everything that I need right inside of me. That actually there's nothing out there. And that the fastest way for me to shift into an experience that I want to experience, something that feels an experience of life that feels expansive, that feels beautiful, that feels full of possibility, that feels full of connection to other people, and is fully expressing my creative potential, comes from going inside and coming back to this place within myself. So I had this thought of something there. I had something that came to mind this morning when I was thinking about our talk. Something that I would love to share with you. It's kind of a little visualization. How do you feel about that?
I'm an hypnotist.
Okay. Uh-oh. Maybe you should do this.
No, usually I do. I do rarely visualization with people. I'm more like inside therapy. In hypnosis, so I'm more like bing bang. No, go to the source of things. But I think it's very gentle. Nothing against visualization. I think it helps lots of people. And yesterday I was on the Art Felt Present, the Zoom room where people can come in when they were stressed, overwhelmed. There's a coach 24 hours a day. And my shift was there. I had my shift last night. And the lady, one of the lady that was there, she does visualization because it helps her when she comes home. When she's tired, it recharges her battery, gives give her some hope. And I have nothing against visualization. Now it's been working since like the shamans in old times. So yeah, go for it.
Well, let's call this one a metaphor cloaked in a visualization. Okay, so let's just imagine on the screen of our mind for a moment that we're walking in the woods. And it's a beautiful day. And see what you see when you look around you. The trees bursting with life. It's spring. In this part of the world anyway, it really is spring. The sun is shining. And you're really far out there. And you're by yourself. And you feel peaceful and calm and connected. And then as you come into a clearing, you see this beautiful little child playing in the clearing. And this child is sitting in the sunshine, just happy as can be, and absolutely radiant with joy, playing with the flowers and the leaves that have fallen and enjoying herself there. And you suddenly realize there's nothing to worry about. This child isn't lost. This child isn't in need. And there's nothing that the child needs aside from you, for you to take loving care of her in a short time. And that she'll be going back to where she came from very soon, but you're her guardian right now. And it's your job to take care of her. And to you, you see there's nothing too great that you would do to take care of this child, to protect her, to love her, to play games with her, to laugh with her, to brush her hair for her when it gets naughty, to hold her hand if she feels afraid. You can see that she's a little drop of heaven on earth, and that she came from a place of unspeakable beauty. And all you want to do is to hold her in your own light and energy, that she can stay connected to that truth of where she came from, far beyond this planet, that she can stay connected to the source of who she really is. And that's your job. Simple. To guide her, to protect her, to hold her hand. You and this child have the most magnificent day together. Everything else is put aside. You get to go to walk down to a waterfall where the light is glistening on the water and it's crashing down. You play in the water and you have a wonderful picnic and you get to walk in the sunlight. And at the end of the day, the child goes home. So this visualization came to me this morning, or this metaphor, whatever you would like to call it. What if we were able to see our own selves as we would see that child? What if we were able to see the truth of who we really are? That we are these beings with a potential for endless creativity. That we always have what we need right there inside of us. That we are, in fact, gods and goddesses, clothed as humans. That there's absolutely nothing that we can be wanting for. no matter what outside circumstances may appear. And for us to honor ourselves, to value ourselves, to see ourselves truly for who we are. And from that core, there are no problems, there are no conflicts, there are no issues. Standing in the core of our true sovereignty as infinite beings of light and potential, we have everything that we need. So maybe a challenge would be, can you see yourself as this beautiful, perfect being, this child who's come here to this planet just to play for a little while? She's not in danger, or he, not in need of anything, aside from the ability to express themselves creatively. And therein is the truth of who you really are, a wellspring that you can dip into at any moment, always, no matter what is happening. If this resonates with you or is interesting to you, it would be great for Martine and I to see your thoughts, hear your thoughts in the comments, and it would be great to have a conversation around it. I'm really interested what other people are feeling and thinking about this right now, about that reconnection. Sorry, Martine.
No, it's okay. It's beautiful because we forget that we're not human doings, but human beings. And we're here here's a playground. And we came here, no, our soul came here to experience things, not to suffer through things.
Yeah.
It is a playground, and it's good to a good reminder that to reconnect to who we really are.
Yeah, and I love what you just said about we didn't come here to suffer. Because what we see around us through, if you watch mainstream media or anything, is so much suffering, actually. So I think it comes to a point where we actually, for me, I actually feel like I came to a point where I just said no. Like, I'm actually not willing to suffer anymore. No more. There's so much suffering.
Yeah.
Just no more. And then really it's as Mary Schiller has been very vocal about this and has really helped me on my path too, I'd like to say, and making a commitment to that determination of, no, I'm not going to choose. Actually, it's a choice. I'm not going to choose suffering in this minute. And I think where it comes around full circle to what we're talking about is, even in the most difficult circumstances, we still have a choice. We still have a choice. And that choice can be the difference between honoring ourselves, listening to ourselves, allowing ourselves to express our truth, and not, going in the direction of more pain, more oppression, more suffering.
And the wisdom will always be true. The right thing at the right moment.
Yeah.
It is true to us. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you so much for inviting me to this conversation.
I would like to tell everyone that Dorothy shortly will have also a course on Teachable on that very subject.
Thank you.
So thank you for your time, Dorothy.
Yeah, you too, Martine. Take care.
You too.
Bye.